Alright guys, welcome to the first episode of a melee only playthrough. Right off the bat, I do want to thank you guys for all the subscribers that I am getting. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. It would definitely mean a lot. But anyways, this is a melee only playthrough. A lot of you wanted to see magic or melee, so I decided I would do melee because it seems like it would be a little bit harder. It basically will be very similar to my first playthrough, just starting off new, because the best ways to make money as a new player, no matter what class you are, is to gather rat boy tokens, fish at the Forgotten Lake, do noble blue seeds, look for presents, get fireflies, pretty much regular stuff. So that's pretty much what you guys are going to be seeing in this episode. Basically, also, I figured the starting off new account that I had pretty much is endgame. There's not anything to do except farm money, and I have a main account where I would want to do that on. There's not really a reason to continue doing it. Basically, that series is just over. There's not a lot to say about it. But anyways, as a new player, obviously, the first thing you want to do is get enough money for the jump boots, jump shoes, whatever they're called. Still don't know. I think they're called jump boots. But anyways, you definitely want to get to 50,000 gold, which you can do very easily from the Rat Boy's Nightmare, from all the easy tokens that you can get. And just a quick little explanation here. You get the mansion key from talking to the rat in the graveyard up in Topple Town. You can get the ancient key from collecting the running man down there. And once you have this guy, you will need to find Toaster Josh, which some people don't know how to find him. I will kind of show that in a bit. But basically, especially if you're a new player, you don't have a lot of health, you have like no armor, you will die very easily if you're trying to explore inside the nightmare. So when I try to find Toaster Josh on a new account, I go into that room and then I just server hop a lot. And obviously I cut out all the servers that I went into and he wasn't there, but this is one of his spawn locations and it's pretty much safe here. So if you have the running man in your inventory and you're looking for Toaster Josh, that's one way to do it without dying and losing the running man. So now we have the ancient key, which basically won't really affect us for a long time. I don't know if we're gonna be doing that anytime soon. But I find the fantastic sunflowers, or whatever they're called, decide to buy them and plant them, because pretty much anything you buy and plant makes you money. So if you have money, you might as well be buying things and planting them for easy income. But obviously, in case you guys didn't know, the Forgotten Lake, I'm once again showing you how to get there. This is one of the best money makers that isn't PvP related. It's one of the best consistent money makers, I would say, which you just pay 5,000 gold to take the boat to the Blue Ogre camp, and then you just come straight over here. And once again, it is a little dangerous, so if you're a fresh account, brand new to the game, I would not recommend fishing at night. Some things can come during the day still, but at night especially, you will probably die. So until you have the mushroom parasol, I would say to try to avoid it at night, maybe even altogether. Getting the mushroom parasol is not that hard. I think it's only 200,000 gold or 250,000, something like that. But anyways, as you guys can see, our flowers finally grew, so we are going to harvest them and sell them. And we do make, like, I don't know, a decent amount of money. I don't remember how much we bought them for, but I'm pretty sure we profited. And you probably can already guess that I am on my way to buy my fishing rod and my famous hat. Angler hat, yeah. My famous hat, dude. But anyways, a lot of fishing, a lot of farming, a lot of exploring the Rat Boy's Nightmare. Basically, just a lot of stuff that you guys have already seen, which, you know, I did have a straw poll on my Discord, and the winning amount of votes was another playthrough for Fantastic Frontier as Mage or Melee. I'm not sure if you guys maybe think that it is more entertaining than it actually is, or if you guys actually do find this entertaining. Maybe the beginning parts aren't as entertaining, but at least they will be educational to new players, because I do get a few comments from people that say that they're new and that my videos help them. So I'm glad to be helping a lot of the new players. But in case you guys were wondering at this part, I did discover that it only does 100 damage with no armor, so I planted some corn, which heals 100 health. and you can just run through and eat every time you get damaged and make it to the end, which if you guys didn't know, there's a lot of tokens in there. You get that hat that's useless but sells for a decent amount of money. So I did decide to go through there and do that. And if you guys wanted to see all of that or know what it is or how to do it, I have plenty of other videos where I show what that is and how to do it. But anyways, we have some money, we see some grape seeds, so we decide to buy them because, like I said earlier, pretty much anything you buy you make profit. But now I am looking for a bat because there is a quest that, if you guys didn't know, it's the Farm Fortress quest. There's kind of like 3 parts to it. You need an apple, you need a bass, and you need 5 rabbit pelt or fur, whatever it is. And I was a little actually shocked that I was able to kill this thing. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to because I don't think I've ever really killed that giant bat before. But we have the apple, we go to the pond right under Topple, and we get ourselves a bass. And one of the quests actually give you, what is it? It's like I don't know if it's a coin scythe, but it's one of the scythes. It's a weapon that's like kind of decent. And I didn't remember from what one it was. And as you guys can see from the bass and the apple, I did not get it. You needed the 5 rabbit fur to get the weapon. And, or I don't know if it's from that one specifically or if it's just from completing all of them, but you do need the rabbit fur. And as you guys can see, if you're melee, you can't really kill rabbits. They run away very fast if you get too close, and then they will disappear after a few seconds. So I kind of wasted some time doing that. But our grapes grew and we sold those. I did buy a weapon just to have one. I never really played melee on here. Or melee. Sorry, I switch between both of them, both the words. So if that triggers anybody, I apologize in advance. But I've never really played melee on here. So I am basically a new player just with game knowledge. So I do decide to buy this dagger also because it has kind of a lunge attack. So I figured maybe if I find the rabbits, I can lunge at it and be able to kill it this time. But that's probably not how it's going to happen. But anyways, we did find noble blue seeds for a little bit too much money, but I did decide to buy 2 of them because why not? If I get 2 green beans, I will lose money. If I get 1 green bean, I think I barely profit, maybe like 30,000 gold. But as you guys can see, someone pointed out I do say that a lot, but as you guys can see, we do find the rabbit hole, and we decide to do some fishing, which I kind of forgot how annoying it is to fish with just the 100,000 gold fishing rod. But anyways, we do end up leaving before nighttime so we don't die, and we did get ourselves a grand treasure chest, and that's pretty exciting, especially on the first day of a new account, because that can literally give you a lot of money or an item that you're going to wear. It's pretty much going to be best in slot. So we do open it, we do a little mouse wheel over it for good luck, and I got extremely excited when I seen this item, and then I realized that it was definitely not for a melee, and it is Mage Gear. And if I would have played a mage playthrough first, then I would have had this decent piece of armor, but instead I decided to do melee first and basically screwed myself. But anyways, I did decide to wear it just because it gave armor. I'm pretty much going to sell it the first instance I have where I don't need it anymore. Had 100,000 gold, so I decided to buy the health upgrade. And I kind of just wanted to show you guys this part here because basically I'm not really showing it, but I am just kind of running around for fireflies because I didn't do it in my last playthrough at all, or my last series. And I am going to collect 150, I think it is, and turn it in and see what I get. But as I was just running around looking for fireflies, I ran into the ant place, and there was a present underneath the hole there, which I almost missed. And obviously, presents are just as amazing to get as the grand treasure chest because they can have a lot of very good items in it. And as you guys can see, we get a nice piece of armor, but once again, it just so happens to be for a mage class. So if I was playing Mage, I would be pretty set right now, and I got a little irritated, so I did go and sell them both instantly. And basically, I wouldn't recommend ever spending money on armor, even weapons, when you're very new, because you don't need to really PvP at all, or PvE. That's the second time I've messed that up. You don't need to kill anything at all, but basically, I was just kind of looking at the shops to see what I could buy, because I'm just kind of showing maybe what could be good. Obviously, though, I do find another present, and my hopes weren't very high because I already got screwed over the last two times, and I get a little bad piece of range equipment that I sell. But anyways, I wouldn't really recommend doing this, but I do buy the legs and the hat of the Garden Dweller. It's good armor to have, but there's no real reason to buy it, because if you're fishing, you're going to get armor that's probably better from the treasure chests, and if you're getting fireflies, looking around for presents, you're probably going to get something better. So it's not really worth it, but I pretty much like wasting money, if you guys haven't, if you couldn't tell already. But basically, though, we do have around 900,000 gold, and I decided to buy the health upgrade from the guy on top of the Black Rock Mountain. And I decided I'll show a little bit of how I got through the theater, because I'm pretty sure somebody didn't know how to do it because the monster on stage kept spawning. But basically, you get into a fresh server and he's just not there, and you run right by. But that's pretty much going to wrap up this first episode of a melee only playthrough. Not really sure if you guys are going to enjoy it or not. I know at first it can be a little slow, but if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If not, leave suggestions in the comments or in my Discord. And if you haven't heard, we are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before Christmas, so if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this first episode. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope I see you in the next one. See ya.